When I say YouTube is not for the weak, trust me, it is not for the weak. So as you're watching me like right now, if you are still YouTubing, please, you have tried, do me this favor. Kindly walk into any shop, any nearest shop close to you, get chill water and drink, because you deserve it. Don't think this is a joke. It is not a joke. As far as you are a YouTuber, you are bound to get any of these two messages from YouTube. One is good news. Two is a very upsetting news. And this was what happened to me last weekend, Friday to be precise. So on Friday, I stepped out for my normal activities and all of that. As at 7:12, 12 minutes past 7 p.m., I got this message from YouTube, and I'm going to read it out for you. YouTube said, "Hi YouTube, we have reviewed your channel and found a violation of circumvention policy. A violation of circumvention policy." In quotes, circumvention. If you are a YouTuber, I believe you know what circumvention policy means. Now, in case you don't worry. I am going to explain it to your understanding. Now, this is how YouTube works. If you're on YouTube and something happens, YouTube gets to delete your YouTube channel, you are not expected to create another YouTube channel. In a situation where you got a copyright strike, YouTube will tell you that you cannot go live for some time, you cannot live stream for some time, you cannot upload for some time. They will also tell you to take a policy test. Now, for that period where YouTube is saying that you cannot upload, you cannot go live, you are not expected to go live or upload through another platform. I don't know if you get my point. If YouTube tells you that you can't go live for 1 week, you are not expected to use Restream, Live Now, or any other third-party app to go live. If you do that, automatically you have gone against the circumvention policy of YouTube. So you can go against all YouTube's community guidelines, but you see the circumvention policy, never you go against it, because if you do, all your YouTube channels will be deleted. So the circumvention policy states that if you go against YouTube's community guidelines, if you have unresolved issues with YouTube, that you should go ahead and resolve that issue rather than you going ahead to create another YouTube channel, like trying to abandon this one. Do you understand? So you're not permitted to create another YouTube channel. Go ahead and resolve that issue before you create another YouTube channel. So now YouTube telling me that I have violated their policy, and not even another policy, the circumvention policy, meaning that all my 6 YouTube channels will be deleted. Now, I have not told my bestie on YouTube this particular information. I know she's going to see it and she'll be very, very upset with me. Few weeks ago, one of our students had this circumvention policy issue. This guy had about 10 YouTube channels. YouTube deleted the first one. He went ahead to create another one. YouTube deleted it. YouTube deleted till his 10th YouTube channel. That was when my bestie had to reach out to me and be like, "Grow with Mimi, how can we resolve this?" And I told her that there is no how we can resolve it. Oh, the circumvention policy is a final bus stop. You understand? Now, let me continue with the message. We know this is probably a very upsetting news. So YouTube, you know that. But it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. The message goes on and on. I don't want to read everything. So when I got this news, I was actually heading home. Like, I didn't really get myself. I was like, what have I done on YouTube? You're removing my own channel. Like, personally, I understand the circumvention policy very well. So you're coming to tell me that I've gone against your circumvention policy? Like, I was like, how, when, how? Do you understand? Because personally on this YouTube, I don't think there is anything anybody has gone through on YouTube that I personally have not gone through. I have gotten warnings. My channel has been deleted. My channel has been hacked. I've been rejected from YPP. So what else? So after I went through all of this on YouTube, I took 3 days off to go through YouTube's community guidelines line by line so that I won't go against it again. And ever since I did that, I have not gone against the community guidelines again. So at that point, I was like, I need to appeal, because when I went to my YouTube Studio app, they were like, I can appeal. And I'm like, I'm going to appeal. And YouTube gave me up to November 2026 to appeal. Meaning that if I do not appeal on or before November, my channel will be gone. All my channels will be gone. The circumvention policy does not allow you to own another YouTube channel, except you appeal and get back your channel. So at this point, I decided to appeal. When I got home, I was not myself. Close persons were like, what's happening? Is everything okay? And all of that. I was like, YouTube deleted my channel. And they were like, it's just normal deletion and don't worry. I said, no, this is not normal deletion. The circumvention policy is different from other policies. You understand? Like all my effort and all of that. So at that point, I had to put myself together. I went through the message again. I had to go through my own YouTube channel again. Now, one very mistake that most persons make when trying to appeal YouTube's decision is that you become so emotional that you do not address the issue itself. You understand? So like right now that YouTube said it is a circumvention policy I've gone against. So I had to, in my appeal, I had to reflect that I have not gone against the circumvention policy, that I personally understand the circumvention policy. So I went ahead to hit on the appeal now. So when I clicked on it, I began to type my message. I started with hi YouTube team, this is my channel, Grow with Mimi. I got your message that the channel has been deleted because of circumvention policy and all of that. I read your YouTube's community guidelines and I understand everything. That personally, I won't intentionally go against your community guidelines, not to talk of the circumvention policy. That I strongly believe that this my channel was removed by mistake, because I've currently gone through it. I have not deleted any video. I have not deleted any content. That please, YouTube team, I want you to carefully go through this my channel again. So I went ahead to submit the appeal. After submitting the appeal, they let me know that they have received the appeal, but I have to wait for at least 2 working days. So you know that it happened on a weekend. This was on Friday around 7:12 p.m. So they didn't get back to me not until on Saturday around 11:50 or 11:55. That was when they got back to me. Now when I saw their message, I had not slept as at then. When I saw their message, I was like, oh my goodness. I had to pray first, because I was like, what if YouTube reaches out to me telling me that they have gone through my review, that I'm guilty? It definitely means that I'm gonna lose all my YouTube channels. You understand? So after praying, I took up my phone, opened the message. So when I read it, initially I was like, wait, as YouTube brought back my channel, I had to give it to my cousin to read. So I'm gonna read the message YouTube sent to me the second time. YouTube said, hi Utubotun, we have reviewed your appeal for the following channel, Miraculotun. We can confirm your appeal was successful and your channel is reinstated. Reinstated! YouTube reinstated my channel. Guys, you want to understand. So YouTube went ahead to say, thank you for your patience while we reviewed this appeal. Guys, you want to understand. Like, you want to understand what it means for YouTube to delete your channel. You appealed and it was reinstated. And you know what, this particular one really got me, because I was like, what will I tell my community members? You know, when you have people looking up to you, like, and they believe that you know this thing, and at the end of the day something just happens and you see yourself on the ground. Like, how do you explain to them? How do you even encourage them? You understand? So it will just look as if, oh, this person does not really know it all, and you're coming to be the community head and all of that. So guys, why am I making this video? I am making this video to encourage you out there, because sometimes when YouTube delete your channel, when YouTube says that you've done a particular thing, sometimes it might not necessarily mean that you've done those things. You understand? Sometimes it might be as a result of a mistake on the part of YouTube. YouTube does make mistakes. This is one thing that most persons do not know. YouTube does make mistakes. So if you have a channel that has issues, if you have a channel that you really do not understand what is really happening, you can always let me know in the comment section in case you want to see or maybe talk to me privately. Of course, my email is linked to this YouTube channel, so kindly write me via my email, and of course I'm always here to help you out. So guys, when it comes to appealing YouTube's decision, be mindful of your words. Do not use the F word. I know that the news can be very, very upsetting. Do not say things that you won't say to an elderly person. You understand? So you need to be careful. You need to put your emotions in check. You need to ensure that you are not abusive. You understand? So try as much as you can to be moderate. Tackle the issue and not YouTube itself or staffers of YouTube. You understand? So let me know if this has happened to you before. Let me know if your channel was deleted. Let me know if you've gone through any of the things I've mentioned in this video that I have gone through. Let me know if you've gotten a strike, if you've gotten a warning, if your channel has been hacked, if anything that has happened to you on this YouTube street. Let me know, guys. The good news is that I got my channel back. See you guys in my next video, and bye for now.